Welcome back everybody into another study session. This time we're going to treat these sessions a little bit differently. I have taken screenshots of every New York session starting from January 2023 up to now, and I might even take it from all 2022 if I find it useful. And the main reason of this extensive backtesting and study is because I need to understand the profitability of my setup, my trading edge, how often it happens during the day, how often during the month the market is trending, how often what the actual price point of interest are tested, what is the main bias, of course also having the losing trades, because I need to understand what it is on actual live trading, my setup, because I need to understand how profitable I can expect it to be, and what might be the win rate, the losing rate, the average take profit, and yada yada yada. We can see over here, these are for now the main questions. I want to know how many days a month the market is trending in order to be safe and understand, okay, today the market is not trending, so I can just wait because I know that the market will offer me 10 days a month of trending. So in those days I can earn more than I can lose today. What is the average New York range? What is the average take profit, the stop loss needed, and of course the win rate and losing rate. So let's get into it and start off with the 1st of January. The 6th of January is actually. So we're going to have a look at other things. Of course, remember that I am doing it with you guys for the first time right now, so I am experimenting as well. So let's see what is the market telling us, what is the okie dokie. So let's start and let's get into it. So let's remember that the main goals are to evaluate as objectively as possible what is my setup. Can be losing, can be winning. I need to really focus and strive to think clear, of course knowing where will the bias go, but still understanding, trying to leave it as much as possible as it was live trading. So let's say that I'm getting into New York session. This is the 6th of January. We're coming off the holidays, so there's not a lot of volume yet, so there's really nothing to really to rush about. We don't have to have any rush about it. So first of all, this is the last high. So this is our PSA from the high that we see the price to clearly break for in order to have a break and retest and continuation bullish. Now we're coming into New York. We have these previous lows. So of course we have this first break below, but still that's not much of strength. And of course remember that I'm trading after 220, so I'm trading after the actual 820 open, market open. So here what I want to see the price to break below over there to show some strength and trending sells, or as I said, so to break below or to break above. Let's do this one like this, to break below or to break above. Okay, so this is the bias. So let's see what is the price action telling us candle by candle. So far we are seeing some low volume. We are stuck in a 10-15 pips range for the whole first hour of New York. We have the new 4-hour candle open. Still we are sort of trying to break above this last recent PSA, but still we don't have any strong breakout. We don't have multiple candles closing above. If we are too zoomed in, we might think that this is a breakout and take a possible trade over there, but I wouldn't really take it after such a strong PSA, and keeping in mind such a order block created. I would love to see a spike and then a continuation. We don't know if there is any news every time, but what we see just from the chart is that we are in an order block, no trades to be taken during this first time, and that's mainly because of, there is no real reason. So then we see a very strong spike up over here. Now this is a breakout candle. It's breaking above these previous highs, these previous highs. If we want to enter anywhere, we see that there's a lot of volatility. Remember, I don't know if there was any news at the time, but there's a huge spike up in momentum. What we can see is we see that the price goes back and retraces to these previous lows. And what do we want to see? Do we want to validate? We want to either a retest of these previous lows after we see this candle. This bearish candle does not give us any buy confirmation over here because the candle is not closing at my PSA, so there's no entry over there, so then we are safe. There's no entry over here. It's a very risky to enter at this bullish candle, I would say, especially if the next one didn't close over there. What I might see is a possible entry that I would say over here at this bearish candle close. Why? Because we are retesting the order block highs, and then we are entering, we are seeing a rejection. So if we enter at the candle close, we are seeing that it's 1838.7, 1838.64, 70, let's say. We see a strong rejection. We see that the price is coming to these previous lows, which is 1836. So it's 27 pips. So that would be a first loss. Let's say that, okay, this is our first loss. Just going by instinct. So that's the 6th of January. By time it's also right before New York Stock Exchange, so I wouldn't really take it, but let's say it's 1525, setup and off pullback, entry point, entry candle, red time frame is bullish, red time frame is consolidation. Okay, I need to copy and paste this. Okay. Why? Because it's what are you seeing? H2, 2, okay, 2, 2, 2, okay, perfect. How far would it go? Not really, will be like 5 pips. So that will be loss. Okay, this one I'm going to see it later. -15, -15. So I don't know if live trading I would take this entry because it's mainly right before the New York Stock Exchange open. Because as you can see, this is New York Stock Exchange open. So yeah, it's exactly New York Stock Exchange open. So yeah, I could have probably taken it. So that would be a loss. And yeah, the candle entry point would be previous PSA, candle candle tapping PSA and rejecting it. So okay, so in this case will be a loss. Let's see if we have further opportunities. So of course, what do we want to see now? We have taken a loss and we are starting. Okay, we see that the price action is not really as good as we would like to, but we are staying above our previous PSA highs. Order block highs. It's getting a little bit messy because of course we took our loss, and so we would love to see a new higher high to be printed in order to confirm that the bullish trend is actually going on, because we see this rejection, we see the price is failing to make new highs. So what we want to see is probably a safest. I mean, we have, of course, with the inside bias, these perfect entries, but still it's quite sketchy, I would say. I would prefer, we can see immediately that with the New York Stock Exchange volume, after that, we see that candles are breaking above these highs, then we are breaking above these candle body highs. For me, this is the best entry. So now, this is of course will be a winning trade, and that's because of we are seeing the price with a bullish momentum, we are validating the trend line, we are breaking above these previous highs, and then we can expect a lot of volume to continue pushing up. So for example, this entry would have given more than 45 pips and a 3-to-1 risk to reward. So in this case, that would be, let's see what time that would be. Yeah, would be probably at 340. So this would still be a buy. 1540, I would say. This is now a break and a retest. Previous highs. Entry candle closing at previous highs. Bullish. Okay. Perfect. How far will it go? It will go from 1843 to 1852.4, which means it's 90 pips, I would say. 90. And this would be 1345. Okay. Win. This would be a win. Okay, so then what do we see? We see one loss, one win. So this is minus 15 plus 45. What we then see is, okay, we see that we have, when we have the TP hit, it's over here. So we have this TP hit, and that's okay. Then what we see is, again, a retest of these previous highs doesn't really make sense. We see a tap of 1852. I don't see any more entries over there. Maybe we have this previous PSA, but there's not much of a strong confirmation. Yes, we see that it is retesting this previous higher low and not the higher high. So it might be possible. Then we are breaking above and retesting this previous highs, 1850, but there's not much of volume. So we are waiting for the 4 a.m., the 10 a.m. candle, which is around over there. And what we see is that we are breaking below these previous highs, so these previous lows, but we are still in a very bullish trend. So we might want to take the retest of these lows, but there's no really candle confirmation, and it's too bearish for me to take a bullish trend. Then we have, when we have this break below over here, we are staying below this level, we have this candle confirmation. I mean, we are closing below and staying below. So let's see if we enter over there at this bullish candle. Let's see if it's actually a winning trade or not. Because now we are in a bearish trend because we broke below the last higher low. So from this level, 1847.5, 1843.7. So it's a little bit less than 40 pips. So in this case, and we are bouncing from this level exactly. So this will be a loss. Probably, let's say 1847.5, 15 pips will be 1849. 1849, it's around there. Yeah, it probably gets it and then turns back down. So it probably is a losing trade, which is minus 15. We will go 40 pips, will go, no, we'll go 30 something. Yes. Minus 30 will be 43.5. So it's 37.5 because it's missing 2.5. Let's see the next one. Do we okay? Do we go into a bullish bias because we are breaking above these highs, but still we are facing these lows? Do we want to change bias? Okay, let's see. We are seeing this price action after price made a new higher high. We're breaking above. Do I take this entry for the buys? Would I? I'm not really sure. I'm quite confused. In this moment, price is not trending. We have this previous PSA, so it's quite strange and there's not a lot of volume. So I need to stick to one single bias, I would say. When do I take a sell? Further sells. Because we see the price action. We see the price closing below this level. Yeah, that will still be 20 pips. So if I take this entry, will still be another minus 15. If I take it below these lows, it's a 20 pips for sure, but we are facing this previous PSA. So in this case, that would be another 2 losses. For example, here, that would be a sell, when that will be at 410. That's a break and retest. It will go 37.5. So now it's bearish, but this is bullish. Okay, we go 37.5, 30 minus 15, and it will be a loss. Then minus 15, it will go 20, and it's a bearish bullish. High time frame, it's also a little bit, yes, because we are still facing these lows. Okay, so this one will be a break and retest, will be at 440, sell. Okay, so this is last higher low, last lower low, candle. Okay. And then we have a spike up, and then I don't know if there's a possible entry over there, if you want to consider it. Price is breaking below. Possible entry would be this retest, but it's just due to the bias, and it's getting later into New York. So in this case, what was the issue? The issue was that I took this buy, which was good. I took this sell. What I could have done better? I took a buy with a strong, after strong rejection, instead of taking a buy. Instead of taking a buy with a strong bullish momentum. Here I took a sell with a strong bearish momentum, and it was just unlucky. Then I took another sell with strong momentum, but we are facing this strong PSA. I could have anticipated the entry over here after this strong rejection, after the breaking below this high. That would have been a win. 46 down to 42. Yeah, that would have been a win. But anyway, yeah, that's what it is. First day, that would be the result, I would say. Yes, after here, I mean, it's already too late for me. So let's move on into the second day. Let's see the previous one. After all, so it went from 1836 up to 1852. Okay, so it was a trending day, yes. Like this, yes. Pips range, 52 minus 36, it's 160 pips. Okay. So next, move to the next one. So this one, we can probably see that it is trending, but a little bit less. Moving from 1881, 1872. Yeah, so it's 100 pip move, 100 pip range. This is the next one. I don't know how many trades, but yeah, it's 100 pips. I don't need that. Okay, so let's see over here. This is the 09.01. Perfect. Okay, so we're starting New York session over here. You can see the little bit bigger volume. And then what do we have on the left hand side? So we want to see sells below these previous lows. Buys mainly above the key level, 1876. I don't know if we have any strong PSA on the left hand side, but still we have very close to the key level. So I would love to take buys above over here. And then try not to look on the left hand side because I don't want to be biased. So this is my main idea of the pre-trade session. So what we see is that trying to understand, price is moving very bullish from pre-New York. We have a brief retest during the New York open, and then we are facing a rejection at the key level, exactly. So I'm not jumping into buys. Why? I'm not jumping into buys because there's no real reason. And now I would be taking also possibly look for sells below this level, but still it's not broken. This looks good as a retest, but I mean, it's not really relevant. What we want to see is that, okay, after making this pullback in the new 4 hour, this is actually very nice. If we are in a bullish bias and the new 4 hour is making a lower wick and is reacting at these previous lows, we could possibly take a high risk, high reward buy around, yes, okay, yes, around, that's the candle of 907 7, I would say, 9 or 10, before the continuation bullish, in expecting the continuation bullish. But anyway, if the trade idea is to trade above the key level, I will still need to see a clear breakout. What we see is that the momentum is going and is moving. We might take an entry at 1875 and 1876 as close as possible, and the stop loss will be 15 pips, so we'll be at 1874.5. 1874.5, as you can see, the stop loss will be tapped and broken, and price will continue then. So we will take the first loss, will be at the first break and retest, with the stop loss being hit. After that, we will have to, what do we see? Do we see that we have bearish momentum? No, because price is breaking, and then we have a further retest of this key level. It's not the strongest, but let's see if another trade would be a winning one. So let's say we see the break below, the break above, after New York Stock Exchange, we see momentum and a continuation bullish. We take an entry over here. Now the entry is 1876. The stop loss will be intact now because it's only 5 pips of drawdown. Do we go to TP? I don't think it's so. 1876, here it at 79.5. That would be a 39.5 TP, and it would actually end up getting a losing trade later on during the in the middle of the over here in the middle of the what's the word of the 10 a.m. candle. That's what I wanted to say. Price will then bounce again and then give us a further continuation and a possible third trade opportunities with price breaking above and retesting. In this case, an entry would be 1876.5, which plus 45 will give you 1881. So in this case, this last trade opportunity for the same key level will be a winning trade. So this is the reason why this is about minus 15, plus 45, plus 45. So this, for example, this one could have been a break even because the price goes 30 pips and then comes back down. And we might also have a look at it if we want to have a if we want to see candle closing at candle tapping 30 pips before then the continuation low. So the first one whereby was 3. So the first one was around here, right? So was this one was 15.21. We can retest key level. Then we have a second occasion over here at 15.40. We can retest. And then we have the last one, which is kind of later. It's here. It's 16.40, let's say. And all are breaking retest, all are key levels. Opposite candle at PPL. Key level. Okay. The lower time frame is bullish for all of them. For so far, no nodes. So this one will go 15 pips. Okay, TP. Okay, let's say break even at 30 pips. Okay, so in this case, this one will be still minus 15 because it will be a loss. It will be a loss, loss, and a win. Okay, the second one will go 35 pips, right? 76, 79.5, it's 35 pips. To be 1 to 2 would be 30, would be minus 15. That would be break even. This would be yes, but messy. And the last one will be quite late. It will go over here, 76.5, 81.5. So it's a 50 pip. 30, 45, 45, right? Because it doesn't go back to your entry. Yes. So let's say for now 15, 75. So for now, in these 2 days, that would be best to have TP 1 to 2. And that's it. Okay, so now we are in the 10:01. Okay, and let's see the price action. So we're coming into New York. So this one can be deleted. So we have this 1876 key level again that is being retested. We have probably multiple price action on the left hand side. So we want to have a clean breakout of this level. We are coming, let's see, New York open is already over here. Okay, New York open, it's already over there. So we have these previous lows. So then what we want to see is, of course, after 220. I'm not taking any entry before that. This was the previous PSA. I would love to see continuation below, and this could probably be my first entry. And we already see that it's a loss because price goes up to 70.5, goes 20 pips, and then it's a loss. So minus 15. This will be a probably entry, clean breakout, retest of the level, and then continuation low. What we see now, we would love to see a new lower low being created. So we want to see this rejection point to shift into bullish bias. What do we want to see? We want to see we are in a very strong, so we might still want a strong breakout of this level or even the key level now. So what we what do we see is this price action. Yes, it's tedious, but I mean, unless we break below, there is really no reason to have any further entry. We are seeing a further rejection at this 71.25. What we are seeing is that we are breaking above this low and retesting this previous level. Now we are coming into the 10 a.m. candle. So what we are seeing, okay, this could be a possible entry. So we are seeing an entry at 1876 again, and this level, this price reaches 74.5. This is exactly 15 pips, and most likely it gets triggered, right? Yes, because it gets a little bit below. So this one would be a loss. Very unfortunate, I would say. Because it gets tapped over here. But we are seeing that this level Okay. I think that this level is being respected. Okay, so we see a bounce. Then we see that we have a further continuation bullish. So we have a bounce. So the timing was simply off. We are actually making a new higher high, and then I would say that the entry at 1876 goes 40 pips. Then retraces, still doesn't tap, it's still 10 pips drawdown, and then goes to 80.5, which is a 45 pips TP. So this entry, even though it's quite not really scalping wise, so let's put it like this, this would be a winning or a break even if I had the other TP. So in this case, this would be a minus 15. And this would be a plus 45. Plus 45 or break even. It has to be, we're trying to be as objective as possible over here. Okay, so in this case, let's see. First one was a sell. Was a sell over here. So at around 14.35, let's say, it's a break and retest, PPL and previous lows, opposite candle at PPL, bearish, bearish. Okay. And how far will it go? 20. Nothing. It's a loss, loss, and loss. Okay, and it's a loss. Then now we are taking a buy above the key level. This time was let's say 16.05. Break and retest, key level, key level. At time frame, we're still in a bit of consolidation. If we see it, we are not breaking. Still, we are not still not trending, I would say. And how far will it go? So I said that it would be tapped over here, right? Yes. It will go 10 pips. 10 pips. Minus 15, minus 15, minus 15. Loss. Unlucky, but loss. Then we have a third entry at the retest of the key level at 420, we'll say. Make a retest, key level. Now it's bullish. It's bullish also because we are making higher highs and higher lows. And this will be a break even, and this will be a win. Okay, so if we see the overall the movement for the session, 1880.5, 1871.2, 1871, 1870. Yeah, let's say it's 100 pips. This is not really trendy. Yes, but messy. Okay, so for now, we are profitable, and we are break even with the rule. That will be a buy. Okay, so Let's move on. Day is the 11th of January. So we are coming from this pre-New York price action. I don't know if I, yes, I think I took the screenshot, right? Let's see. Okay. So what are we seeing? We're coming from pre-New York open, it's over here. So we are staying below the key level at 1883. We want to see the break below this level, only buys above over there. So after New York open, we already seeing this aggressive price action, but at the 220, which is when I start to trade, the volume is already there, but not here. So I don't really think that's a good entry. Right at New York open. Makes a low retest. It's quite aggressive, I would say. 220 will be over there, and then we see we want to see a break below 76, or the price breaking above these previous highs with conviction. This might actually be a trade on the upside. At 83 we have a range, so we might possibly take this trade after the breakout of these lows. Price is not trending, I would say. That's the first anticipation. So let's be pessimistic and let's take this entry. That would be a minus 15. Then we see, of course, a rejection. It would only go like 5 pips and it doesn't really matter. Then we see multiple confirmation of the price rejecting. We want to take sells below here, and we have this candle confirmation, and the price will go from 1875.5 down to 71. So it's more than 40 pips, more than 45 pips. And anyway, yeah, this is plus 45. And then, so since we get 75 at 71, yeah, we get our TP over there before pushing back up. Then there is no real further occasion to go down. So yeah, that would be pretty simple. It would be a 2 trades session, 1 loss and 1 win. So the first is buy and sell. First one will be at 15. $45, let's say. And the second one is way later. It's at 16.35. This is break and retest, previous order block highs, key level, candle, oppo, PPL. This was a very bad trade, I would say. 5. And the very next one will be a win, and it will go 45. Okay. That will be the case of this one. So the average range would be from south of New York, 1883 down to 1871, so 120 pips. 120. What do we say about this? And the first one is a very bad trade. Absolutely, I would say. Then this is A and B. So we're coming, of course, New York session. This is the last one for today. We're coming from New York session that is opening over there, I would say. A20 is probably over here. So what are our strong PSAs that we want to take advantage of? Of course, we can see that we have this strong PSA that we want to see breaking up. But we have a big news, I would say, at this time. I don't know what it was, but was probably some very strong news. And let's go and see. So it was the January the 12th. Okay. Okay, so we had Biden. No, this is the, okay, this is 230. So we are in January. Consumer price index. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, it was later on. So that was it. Was the consumer price showing a decline, minus 0.1. This one was showing a strong decline. So showing a strong decline would mean a possible bullish bias on gold due to the pause of rate hikes. So here the bias would be a bullish one after this news, and so we would love to see the breakout above these highs at the news coming up. So yeah, so I think okay, you can see this is your best entry. After you see the breakout, you have the retest and the candle close. That would be your entry, which would be a plus 45, I would say, expecting a strong volume. Okay, let's see the next one. Okay, so yeah, we could actually remove this one and just use this one. So this would be the entry above these previous highs with a strong momentum. This will go from 91, 98, so we will go 70 pips, 45. Okay, then what we see? We see a retest of this same. We have a rejection, strong rejection over there, 1897. It's broken, it's retested, but I would not love to enter sells, especially with such a strong bullish momentum. We have the retest of these previous highs again, this candle. So we might have another entry with this candle close. That will go first 1892, 1896, and then goes back, but then pushes to make a new high. So that's 50 pips. So that's still a plus 45. But this one, yeah, this one would be a break even if I had the rule. So 45 or break even. Then yeah, we have these candle highs. We probably have the retest of these previous highs as well. which go from 1898.7 up to 1901.7, which is 30 pips. No, 0.2, so not even 30 pips, and that would be a loss. This will result in a loss. Minus 15, because the price will only go 20 pips, I will say 25 pips. Then we have a full correction. Let's see, let's try to be critical and see when could we enter objectively sells, if we could. Here there's a clean breakout. We have a breakout retest. This is the most important higher low that we have. So we might take, if we are, when do we think that we are on the sell side? If we break below these lows, or this strong PSA. Anyway, let's say I will probably take a loss anyway from over here. That will go 1892.2, 1892. That will be a 30 pips. Yeah, that will be a 30 pips. So that's a minus 15 or break even. But when we see this further rejection of this level, that's when we could have possibly have another entry. And I would say that this will be a win anywhere over there, especially at this rejection or this with a continuation below. So probably, yeah, I would love to take this entry, but the price is staying above. I would be quite confused. So I would probably take the confirmation below over here with this candle entry probably, which would be plus 45 or more. It will go down to 83, which is like a 90 pips. So the overall range is from 78. It's 230 pips, I would say. Of course, it's a big news day. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades. And that's the 12. Or 1, 3, 4, 5. It will be a buy, a buy, a buy, sell and a sell. We can retest. End of pullback. Break and retest. Break and retest. Break and retest. Now this one was a was a break and retest. Okay, this is bullish, bullish, bullish. Now this is bearish, bullish, and now this is bullish, bearish, bearish. Okay, so the first one will go from 1890. This will go 101 pips. Then we have another one like this. Break even, but this one will go from 1892. It will be 80, let's say 80 pips. So we have a win, 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 loss, loss, win. So the next one is actually okay, a loss because the price will go 20 pips. Lose, lose, lose. Then we have the third one. Price will go 20 pips. And this one will go 30 pips, right? 1892.2, 1898.2, yes. So that would be 30. So that would be a win for this one, a loss, or a break even. And then we would have this win, which is the same level, 92.2. It's 120 pips. 110. And that would be a win for all of three of them, right? No retracement. Yeah, no retracement after 20 pips. 30 pips now. Yeah. Okay. That would be a win. That would also be that's it for today. I think we already took the screenshot, right? Yes. Guys, it will be a long series and a lot of data. So far, with some bad trades, we will still be profitable. And that's what matters. This range would be, we said, from 1878, it's 230 pips. $30. Bullish trend plus CPI. Yes, it's trending. Yes, because it's either it's going bullish, then it's going clearly bearish. So it's quite good. So you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.